Hello there everyone, it's Rebecca from Sewing an Imperfect Life. It's really great to have you here today. I hope you've had a great Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, or I hope you are just enjoying an end of year break. I'm here to talk to you today about a couple of latest makes and some things I've been up to in life lately. So if you're interested, watch on. Thank you very much to the lovely Helen who donated to my Ko-fi account a couple of weeks ago. It was a really lovely surprise and very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Helen. I have been out and about lately. This morning I've been out and about doing a little bit of grocery shopping, and I've got myself a cup of coffee in this beautiful mug that one of my students gave me for Christmas. Never seen a mug so beautiful. And I went into town and got a super duper tasty treat from a local bakery. It's an absolutely delicious Portuguese tart. Can't wait to have that for brekkie when I'm done here. I have also been out and about with a few friends. One friend took me into the city of Sydney for some birthday treats. I did have my birthday a few weeks ago, and she knows that I love music and I love going into the city near the harbour. So she took me to a beautiful, beautiful live performance called Noel, which is an annual performance of an orchestra that uses Baroque instruments as well as a choir, and it was really, really special. We also ventured to explore a couple of fabric shops in Newtown that I'd never been to before, but they ended up being really easy to get to. So if you're in Sydney and you catch the train to Newtown, the fabric store is about a 3-minute walk from the station one way, and the drapery is like a 3-minute walk in the other direction from the station. I'm going to pop in a little bit of footage, then I'll show you what I ended up getting.
Oh no, but you know, he really likes me.
I really enjoyed walking around Newtown with my friend and looking at those fabric stores. So the difference I noticed was the drapery had a lot more pattern and color, bright colors, a little bit layering, a little bit out there, a little bit unusual, so it would be worth going to for that. My friend and I both agreed its standouts were its wools at the moment. They were beautiful. I didn't end up purchasing anything from the drapery, but I did get something from the fabric store. The fabric store, my friend and I thought, really had discounted fabrics. The price was amazing. I bought this beautiful deep denim, which is a midweight, and I bought that to make myself a second, I'm not going to be able to remember what it's called. I looked it up. It is the Whittaker dress by Merchant and Mills. So I'm going to make myself one of those with some adjustments from my first one in the denim. I think that'll be a really good staple dress. I have some other fabrics here to show you that I've bought in the last few months. I have not bought much fabric at all. I bought 1 or 2 small pieces during the sale from a hobby sew in Penrith, and they were these little bits of cotton that will go together to possibly make a rectangle top by Sewing Therapy. I did buy their pattern recently and I liked it because there are so many different variations, and she makes really good videos to walk you through all the variations and how to do things. I also received for my birthday some really beautiful fabric from one of my sisters. It's cotton and it's 2 different types of gingham, and it's in some red, a plain red cotton. Oh, I should hold it up on this side, that's blocking the sunlight. Plain red cotton, 1 type of gingham, love it. I do love gingham and stripes. She knows me well. And a second type of gingham, which is a bit chunkier, and it's really soft. I think it might even be a type of flannel. It's so soft and lovely, this cotton. I've washed them all and they're all ready to be made up in something when I decide what to do with them. My most recent makes are a top for a sister for Christmas. Hopefully she's sending me some photos so I can put them in for you. I made for her the Finch top by Charlie Darwin Designs. My sisters have ended up being 2 of my biggest supporters of my channel and my makes this year, and that's been a really lovely surprise and very much appreciated. And my sister, who I made the top for, saw my creations of the Finch and said how much she liked it and she would probably get quite a bit of wear out of that. So I have made her Finch top out of an Indian block print that I bought a while ago from the Dahlia Society, and it's a really lovely quality Indian. She chose the ruffle collar like I had originally made it up in. Yeah, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I did not do a perfect job of it. I made a bit of a mess with where I put the buttons, but overall, when you're wearing it, I don't think people look at those things, and hopefully she gets a lot of wear out of it and enjoys wearing something that was made especially for her. If you've not heard of the Finch pattern, I'll tell you about it. It is a pattern, a blouse pattern by Charlie Darwin Designs, or Charlie Darwin Textiles, and it's for advanced beginner to intermediate skills. It has 3 collar variations: a band collar, a traditional collar, or a Peter Pan collar. It has a 1/4 button closure at the neckline and a dolman style bodice, no shoulder seams. There are 7 sleeve variations: short, 3/4 sleeve, ruffle, double ruffle, tiered bell, and a bishop sleeve. There is a gathered seam line above the bust for comfort and breathability. It falls at the high hip, so it's good for tucking in or leaving loose. For a lot of people, I would say it's a little bit short and you'd want to extend the length a little bit. It's perfect for how I like to wear my blouses. The second newest make was for me. It was my third go at the hope dress. My previous ones have just not sat right on me, but I really love this pattern. I love how it looks on other people, so I thought I'd give it one more go. A really lovely viewer told me to have a look at one of the latest Peppermint magazine pattern releases, and their inspo was a milk chocolate brown fabric with some beautiful cream and white lace and rickrack embellishments. So that was my inspiration for this. I thought, she's right, that's right up my street. But I thought, I've already got a pattern that's a bit like that, the hope dress. So I gave it a third go, and I really like how it sits on my body this time. I did mangle the neckline, so I'm going to show you what I've done to it, and if you've got any ideas, please let me know how to fix it. So I really liked the rickrack that I added to the sleeves and the bottom hem, but then I thought the neckline was really plain and a little bit so I wanted to do something special to it. So what I did was I tucked the giant rickrack underneath, so it formed a little scallop on the neckline, and then I went over it to hold, because it's quite bulky and thick, I went over it with some special embroidery stitching, 2 rows to hold it into place and to make it look nice on the outside. What resulted was a neckline that I stretched out and that now stands up like a little moat around my neck. And I've tried it on twice and thought, is it statement or is it just weird? I think it's a bit weird and I need to fix it. So I'll put in some photos. If you have any ideas, please let me know. What I'm thinking I'm going to try is a piece of elastic and then pull it so it will sit flat. I've looked up a few YouTube videos and a few people have done that and it's worked for them. So I thought I might give the elastic a bit of a go. It's too tricky to unpick because I've done the embroidery stitch. I think that would just make everything worse. My other option is to unpick everything and then to widen, just chop bits off and widen the neckline and redo the neckline. But if you've got an alternative solution, I'm ready to hear it. So here are the pics. The birthday that I just celebrated was really special actually. It was my 50th birthday and I was certainly made to feel very, very special by my family. They were really, really generous in doing a combined birthday Christmas present of a new sewing machine for me. So they bought me the Brother, I think it's the NV1800Q, and I'm really looking forward to using that. At the moment, it's still sitting in a box, but maybe even today I'll break that out and have a little go at figuring out all its wonderfulness. So I'm very grateful for that. I would not have bought that on my own. Up until now, I've just been using quite an elderly now Janome, which has served me really well. And to be honest, you can make pretty much anything with even a basic machine. And I've been a-okay with that, but I have been noticing it struggles when I use it a lot at once, and it also struggles with thick fabric. It has also struggled with very thin fabric, like getting to the edge of the really thin sheer Indian block print. It's had some trouble with that, and I've had some trouble with that. So wow, what a really, really generous treat. Christmas was lovely to see all my family. To be honest, I think for a lot of people, Christmas is tricky. Christmas was tricky for me. I was just absolutely exhausted, and that made it hard to enjoy celebrations and to enjoy being around people. I feel like I'm still recovering from the year. I'm sure lots of people had wonderful Christmases, and also an equal amount had tricky Christmases. I'm still working through stuff from Christmas and stuff from the year, and I think it will take me a while for my nervous system to really regulate and feel relaxed, and just to work through some stuff. And I think that's normal, and that's okay. So all those people out there who found Christmas a bit tricky, I'm with you. I think it's okay. It doesn't need to be the be all and end all. We will go on. I'm really looking forward to bringing you some more content in the new year. Also, I'm planning to do a roundup of my favorite 2025 makes, and I have some cool little random recommendations in the pipeline to bring to you soon. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching. I hope you always find a little bit of joy and a little bit of inspiration when you watch my videos, and I really appreciate your comments and the community that we're building together. So from my little cottage in the Blue Mountains, Australia, all the best, and bye for now.